welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I'm here to bring to you another EFC 24/7 news report today. And it's quite busy again. Obviously, yesterday I brought you the news to do with James Rodriguez primarily, but other news to do with Doucoure and Alan as well. And we've got some developments on those pieces of news, which I'll bring to you, as well as some new ones as well. So let's get straight to it. So firstly, last night, Phil Kirkbride of Liverpool Echo released an article after speaking to his sources at the club, asking about the potential transfers of those three players I mentioned before. And the update is as follows. The finances of a deal have been discussed to do with James Rodriguez, and if Everton do try to sign Rodriguez on loan, Real Madrid would still need to pay a percentage of his supposed 200k a week wages. Now, I'm not sure how accurate 200k a week is. I've heard 120, but I'm not quite sure. But for him to come on loan anyway would be a strange one, considering he's only got 12 months on his deal. So if he were to come on a season-long loan, he would then join on a free, potentially, next summer. So I do think Real Madrid will want to recoup some money if they are to let him leave the club. He also said in the article that Ancelotti wants to sign Rodriguez and has discussed a move with the board, but a deal would be difficult due to his wage demands, obviously, as we've just summarised then. It went on to say that Alan and Doucoure are Ancelotti's main target for midfield, and all efforts are going into bolstering the weakest area of the squad. Obviously, those two are conventional central midfielders rather than James Rodriguez being an attacking midfielder, so I think that's the priority, is what Phil Kirkbride's trying to say. And also the article said that Everton have put signing a new centre-back on hold currently after missing out on Gabriel, but are looking to sign a backup left-back. They've also spoken about right-back targets if John Joe Kenny is sold, but Kenny is currently in Ancelotti's plans. Obviously he needs a backup to Seamus Coleman, and now we need the backup to Luca Dean, with Leighton Baines having left the club. Niels Nkunku's he's come in for a couple of games, just the one game so far in pre-season, and he looked positive after coming off the bench, but he was always intended to go straight into the under-23s, and he's had to come into the first team because we haven't got a backup left-back at the moment. So that's another area that Everton will be looking to strengthen. Some more news. Last night it was reported by I think it was a French source, cited by it was Telefoot Shan, coming out of France, who reported that Abdoulaye Doucoure is rejected Fulham, Wolves and Hertha Berlin because he has his heart set on a move to Everton, which is nice to hear, considering we've been linked with him in previous windows and he's apparently discussed his desire to play in the Champions League. Those seem to have fallen through, so it seems to be Everton that he wants to move to at the moment. Other news coming out of sport in Spain, cited by Sport Witness. Everton, Arsenal and West Ham have all been touted as possible destinations for Rafinha of Barcelona. He's been there for a few years. His brother is Thiago, who is possibly set to join Liverpool, so the brothers could reunite on Merseyside with one going either side of Stanley Park, which could be interesting. As well, we had some news today that Gareth Barry has announced his retirement from football at the age of 39. Obviously a great servant to Everton Football Club. Came to the club in his swan song years, I'd say. He still had plenty to offer, though. He was a classy midfielder, and he really did offer lots to Everton in terms of protection of the back line and stellar passing as well. So best of luck to Gareth Barry in his retirement. I'm sure he won't be hard pushed to find a job in coaching. Apart from that, Everton have been linked with Josh King of Bournemouth after their club's relegation, and that's by the Daily Mail, who report the Norwegian has a year left on his contract and saw a move to Manchester United fall through back in January. But it seems Paris Saint-Germain, AC Milan, Roma, Lazio and Everton, as well as Newcastle and Brighton, are interested in the forward now. So however many of those are true is unknown really, but they're the clubs who've been chucked into the mix. Yeah. Apart from that, Atletico Madrid have apparently said that they expect Santiago Arias, this is coming from AS in Spain, Santiago Arias to leave, obviously a right back, to leave the club this summer, and it could be for Everton. He could be a right back option, experienced right back option like Sidibe was last year, potentially to come in on loan or even on a permanent deal. But yeah, apparently Atleti are expecting him to leave. Colombia's edition of Marca. This is coming out of obviously Colombia, James Rodriguez's home country. They have reported that James has lowered his wage demands to secure a move to Everton. Now I'm not sure what truth is in that, but I'm sure he would if he were to come to Everton, because Marcel Brands has been trying to cut down the wage bill, and for James to arrive, that would be potentially putting it up by quite a lot. Otherwise, news just coming through in the last couple of minutes from Inside Football, who are quoting Tele Radio Stereo from Italy. The agent of Roma fullback Alessandro Florenzi, who can also play midfield, is reportedly pushing for his client to join Everton. 29 years old, he's quite versatile. The report goes on to state that Atalanta or Fiorentina have also expressed their interest in signing Florenzi, but appear less likely to happen than a move to Everton. So that's a potential move there. Apart from that, another couple of news articles to bring to you. Calcio Mercato out of Italy are reporting that Juventus are interested in signing Napoli's Alan. Napoli are interested in Juventus left-back Luca Pellegrini as well, so Juve could use the player in a potential deal for Alan, but Everton remain in pole position to sign the player. So hoping we don't get scuppered by a bigger club for a move, which has happened plenty of times in the past. It happened this window, arguably, with Gabriel potentially going to Arsenal. Apart from that, according to The Guardian, Wilf Zaha of Crystal Palace remains determined to leave the club, and Palace turned down 2 bids from Everton last summer, but PSG, Dortmund and Monaco are said to be interested this summer, and potentially Everton again maybe. So watch that space, but I don't think we'll be back in for Zaha, to be honest. I think that one's been and gone. Fabrizio Romano in the last 10 minutes has just tweeted out that James Rodriguez talks are on, and Doucoure wants to join but still not agreed between the two clubs. So that's interesting. But that's pretty much all the news coming out of Everton Football Club tonight. Plenty of rumours once again for you. I'm happy that the rumour mill is gaining traction, and hoping that something will go through really as soon as possible, because it's been a while and a lot of other clubs are on the move in the transfer market, especially Chelsea. And seeing other clubs make moves like that, it makes you realise how much of a big window this should have been for Everton if it weren't for the coronavirus pandemic. But hopefully it still will be. If we were to sign those 3 midfielders, Doucoure, James and Alan, that will be a good window in itself, not even taking into consideration other positions, which we hopefully will. But yeah, that's all the news, so let us know what you think, but it's pretty much the same as usual. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and join us next time on Toffee Blues.